Hey everybody, back with 76. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm getting a bright and early start. I got to get this place ready to make some caps. So that's what we're calling this episode, Chasing Those Caps. And pretty happy so far with the way things are coming along here. Haven't gone public with it on the servers, but I should do that also in this episode for sure. I also have to seal the backside of the port, and then I'll really be pleased. Been tweaking the game as much as I can for performance. I actually set a couple of my cores affinities to deal strictly with Fallout 76. It's supposedly a fix for Windows 10 and 11 users with these old Bethesda engines, so yeah. If you're curious about how I'm doing it, I use a free app, Build2's Process Manager. I highly recommend you check it out. You can set it to run your specific processes above normal. You can also use it to set affinity levels for multiple cores. So if that's too technical for you, I wouldn't bother with it. But if it's something that you're curious about or you have some experience with tweaking your settings and your OS, then definitely recommend it. Anyway, you never know what you learn here on Dr. Saxon's stream, huh? I'm gonna try to rest my voice a little bit. I've noticed I sound really haggard the last few episodes, and it's probably because I am haggard. I've been running around doing a lot of long distance traveling and things of that nature. I haven't been giving my voice so much time to rest, so yeah, it catches up to you. I guess it's part of me getting over 50 too, so kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Don't want all of your ears bleeding, so I'm trying to take better care of my throat and my voice. Got some honey in my coffee, and I'll probably start having to drink tea as opposed to coffee every once in a while, too, which will kind of suck, but the sacrifices I make to try to be a big streamer. So yeah, this is something I tossed on just after the stream last night. We had some mobs that actually open up the door, the damn floaters of all things, open up a regular door on me, and I was like, that ain't gonna fly. So what's the solution? Well, unfortunately, this game still has some weird build bug with these electrified doors. So this one was the one that went on easiest, and it allowed me to show the keypad on the outside. I don't know what's going on with Bethesda. 4 years later, nobody bothered to test some of these features. But when I try to use a brick version of one of these doors, it never wants to face the direction that I need it to. So this is what we're going to go with. Server just lagged big time. This is what we're going to go with. The wood and steel here. And it looks pretty Fallout, right? May not be as durable looking as a brick base, but hey, I've got the keys on the outside. I didn't have to make my brain bleed trying to figure out how to resolve another bug. I'll show you what I made here in a second, but I put the key code right there below, so any wanderers that want to get into the safety of the fort, they can. We were getting some stuttering again. Damn it. I think it's really I think it's the servers, too. It really is. It's gotta be. I have these settings down low enough that there's no way it's my system. I run stuff way more intense than this. Don't have these kind of problems, so even when streaming. So yeah, it's a combination of Bethesda issues here. Anyway, distractions as usual. So we press in the key. This is also bugged. Sometimes when you go to click these keypads, you might have to click the first number twice because there's some kind of weird delay. Again, it might be a server thing. Let's see if it'll do it. I'll press 1. Yeah, we just did it. But that's pretty cool, all right? So this will keep many mobs. Well, it should anyway. I haven't tested it out in a fight, but if the mob actually is able to walk up here and press in a key code, then I don't know what to say. This thing better stay shut. Yeah, it did it again. It's another bug. All right. Or server input lag. So this is a little tricky to set up. You got to make sure you run power to the keypad. You can see this line right here. It's getting its power from this pressure plate also. And so when I apply pressure to the pressure plate, it'll activate the keypad automatically and open the door for anyone that needs to get out. A little more advanced door stuff for you, but pretty fun and very secure. Yeah, did it again. That I had to press 1 twice basically in order to get through quickly. Sometimes these will glitch and stay open. It's usually something to do with the pressure plate. I guess we'll just call it a feature. If it does glitch open, just walk up onto the pressure plate a couple of times until you see that counterweight mechanism in the corner there finally drop, and the door will close again. Don't ask me why it happened. I'm tired of even worrying about it, because I know it's set up and working now, and then I'll come back later and it'll be glitched. So just be prepared for that. I may put another one over here on the other side too. I also got rid of that vignette on the first person for the power armor on the bottom. There was super dark shadowing effect that was, the intent was cool, but it was just blinding, literally. So I said, get rid of that, but I kept this hollow armor UI mod. I like where it puts the condition status for the power armor there, third from the left, and it's lower, so more screen space. Frankly, it probably should have been like that from the beginning. I almost never even pay attention to that little power armor man there anyway, but if it's got to be there, at least put it somewhere where it won't bother me as much. So I also have dropped another one of these new Brotherhood watchtowers, watch points. Let's see if we can actually see the Brotherhood marking through my fence work. We should be able to. But I might want to thrust it through the front of this fence. No, that's good enough. Double layer there. Defense. Leave it alone. And then we've got another one over here. A shorter version that I've popped on top of a extended foundation piece, concrete. I do want to do something about that little gap right there. Or maybe we'll get in there and make it look like it's propped up by an iron beam. I also wish I could maybe put a light switch, but if I do that, I'll end up cutting power to the door itself, so we'll probably leave that light alone. It's weird though, since I've actually set up more of these defenses, I'm not having any problems with the neighbors even showing up, which I hope changes, but it's been quiet the last couple hours of gameplay. Once I've gotten to this stage with all these nasty turrets ready to do some work. Now, another thing I just remembered, I am going to get rid of the ever problematic missile turret because I noticed it was blowing up my own turrets, even though it was up there on the top of that roof. If anything so much as snugged up against this wall, the missile turret, they don't care. They just look for line of sight through any object and will start spamming rockets. It's obviously bad game design, so just do not use missile turrets unless you have flying enemies around. And even then, be very careful how you place them, because otherwise they will do more damage to your stuff than the monsters do. So let's see, that probably, let's get back inside. Oop. Input lag, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Thought I was going to glitch open for a second. I'm setting up a vendor area right here, I think. Gotta make those calves. Alright. Let's look at my turret stored objects, and I'm pretty sure I stored that missile turret. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna have to sacrifice it, and then it's scrap, which I don't like doing. You don't get much back. You practically get nothing back when you scrap these things, but it's just taking up room. And I thought maybe aim one out in this direction, but I'm just scared the stupid thing is gonna see an enemy over here and just start blasting. The problem with these things, they seem to get line of sight through objects, and Bethesda doesn't care. So they will just go ham on you, and so I'm probably just gonna scrap it. Let's just scrap it and I'll stop talking about it, otherwise yeah, so you get one steel scrap back from this thing. How much do they cost to actually make? Let's look. It's not telling me there, but that probably gives you an idea. Why isn't it showing me on the regular? Because I am at my turret limit and I have one stored. Anyway, you can see it costs a hell of a lot more to make one of these Enclave variants, so the fact that you only get one steel back from scrapping is a freaking crime. Thanks, Bethesda. They're trying to make you lose your scraps and keep you playing, and or want to get involved with the pay end of the game. We're not doing that. Make it painful for me. It's all good. I can take it. So we're gonna get rid of this anyway, because it is kind of optimal to have, believe it or not, a couple of spotlights. Because otherwise your turrets won't do their job. At least not as well in my experience. So scrap, yeah, goodbye. And now we've got room to drop another turret, and we're gonna drop a spotlight over on this side of the board. Bear, good morning, how's it going? Just doing some base building again. We got rain coming down like crazy. So good thing I'm in my power armor. Now the trick is, how do I want to do this spotlight? Do I want to get fancy and try to get it in a position where I can do a full 360 or not? This game is Fallout 76. No, I don't just do Verizon. So Verizon's on a holding pattern until at one point I'll go down. Maybe I could put a spotlight actually here in this. This would look kind of cool. I have to elevate it. I might have a blueprint. No, actually, these are just for regular turrets, not for spots. That remade these. But the general principle could apply. You won't play until 1.0? Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense I put it on hold, right? And also, there's only so much time in a day. Don't want to burn out on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop a table or some kind of object and put where I want it. What's happening here? The game is behaving oddly this morning. Bannerlord? Yeah, I've looked at Bannerlord. I've never played it. And my budget is already so big, so one of these days. Now, wait a minute. Which table did I use for these? A longer one. Well, I'm playing Fallout 76. Is that as close as I can get this to the edge here? I'm getting this crazy lag. What is happening? You know, it's funny. I try to do these so-called fixes to try to improve performance of the game. It'll end up causing more trouble than not. Now, hold on. I'm going to have to change my settings. It might be the affinity settings I set up, or it just could be. I think it's got to be the affinity, because this wasn't happening last night. Although the computers... Who knows? I don't know. Bethesda games, man, these old engines, things get weird. Something is definitely happening. Hold on. No, it's not just the game. Hold on. Changing some technical stuff here on the back end. Yeah, sometimes people actually show up for the streams. I know, it's amazing. Even I'm surprised. Alright. Well, I'm experimenting with the affinity of the CPU. It's technical stuff, but that's probably what was causing that. I switched the chords. Let's see if it helps. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't lag again, but we'll see. Just did it again. I don't know if it's a server or my system. It's hard to tell what's happening here. This could be the server that I'm on. I might just rejoin the server. Let's try that. Let's try to join again. I don't know. It might just be some kind of bandwidth issue. The life of a streamer, man. You just got to be prepared for anything. But apparently, because of the success of the Fallout TV show, Microsoft is pressuring Bethesda to get the next gen Fallout game. Fallout 5, more than likely, it'll be called, out faster. So that's interesting news. So that's good because from what I'm hearing, that means Bethesda probably won't even be the ones developing it. Whoa. Oh, God. A blue devil. All right. I'm going to get inside. Like gang warfare out here. These things are damn near unkillable. I had to fight one last night. He's gonna probably try to come around the back. Yep. Oh, brother. He double feared me. Good thing I've got my turrets set. Oh, you don't like this? I found a spot you can't get to, huh? Oh, that's big too soon. Hold on, better heal. Switch to my combat mode too. Fast. Got him. Finally. Jeez. Just one of those things. Legendary. Well, that's how we start a stream, I guess. Oh, still getting this input lag. Alright, well, I'm going to have to turn off the core handling. I was hoping it would actually help.
To be desired. Are you trying to get your supplies stolen?
Woo! That's alright, Bear. Everybody's busy. I've been really busy. I was out of town, drove like 18 hours out of state, 3 days, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Just glad to be back chilling with the streams. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta look at this changes I made on the backside one more time. I'll have to experiment with this stuff off stream later. We'll just set everything back to default. And then if it still does it, then I'll know it's not my changes. Shut down imminent. Gaming services are shutting down for maintenance. Oh, well maybe it is them. There you go. It is them. I've never seen it shut down at this time of day. Well, that figures, doesn't it? I'm still gonna... And that's a quick one too, because usually it's 30-minute warning. This was only 5 minutes. They have some problem going on. I'll just disable my settings on that, and we should be good. Having to work on the holidays? Yeah, I know all about that. I was a musician for 15 years professionally. I never got a holiday off except for Christmas. Always had to work on New Year's Eve especially. I feel your pain. But we need those chefs to make us the good food. Alright, I might as well log out here. I wonder if this is impacting all their servers. Tell you what, we'll just go to chat mode for a little bit. I'll log out of the game. This is what I get for just wanting to stream this morning, I guess. Anyway, how's everybody doing? You even have to work on Christmas. You need like more than one chef so you guys can switch it out at least once every other year or something. All right. I wonder what's going on here. If anybody sees any updates about this on the Twitter or something. Let me see if I can find some info on what is going on here with Bethesda's. It might just be getting so many damn people playing their game they can't keep up with the performance issues. They've had a huge influx of players since the TV show. Only 12? That sounds like a lot to me, but what do I know? I don't know much about the food industry. First rule, though, as a musician was always make friends with the security team and the chef. I used to play at a pretty prestigious golf resort as a musician for a while, and I'd get fed pretty good by the chef there. All he wanted to do, of course, was hear my stories about the girls and stuff, and you know, those were the days. All right. See, I haven't gone to Twitter in a while, but maybe there's a Fallout 7 official. Maybe there's some updates here. Take a look. Fallout 76. Thank you to the over 1 million of you who have adventured with us in Fallout 76 in a single day. Wow. 76 has had 1 million people online in a day now? That's insane. $65 million viewers of the Fallout show in 16 days. You have 67 outlets all over Asia. Wow. Hey, Big Ben, thank you very much. I see that. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it, and I need it. If we could get me to a meager 200 subs on YouTube, I'm going to put up a chat series of chat channels finally on Discord. Let people like Bear can hang out whenever he wants and talk to people about his restaurants. Yeah, this Fallout thing is just blowing up. So many people are now discovering Fallout for the first time. I'm assuming that's probably what's going on right now. They're probably having to address some of the performance issues. Maybe they've got to upload new servers or something. Well, hopefully we'll be back on here. Let me change out this music. Where the heck did I have it anyway? There we go. There. I suppose that's some Ultima Online music I got going or something. And you got showing my age now. Well, while Bethesda works out its issues with Fallout 76, what is on everybody's mind? I know people have been... Have any of you guys checked out any of Asmongold's stream lately with PAX Day? The alpha for that game? Yeah, that looks outstanding. I'm super excited about that game. It looks like Valheim on steroids when it comes to the building possibilities, because it's using the latest Unreal 5 engine and stuff. They practically made Minas Tirith in like 2 days with a few hundred players. It's absolutely bonkers. And I haven't been able to get into, even though I signed up at the very beginning, they haven't ever sent me a key to get into the alphas. That's their loss. So I'd go absolutely ham in that game if I can get the chance, but I'll be patient. I don't see anything. Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. On Tuesday, April 30th at 10 a.m. Eastern, we are bringing Fallout 76 offline on all platforms to apply an update. Well, wouldn't you know it? I guess I better subscribe to Bethesda support. For server status updates, keep an eye out on our status portal, our Twitter, or our official Discord server. Well, there you go. Dang it. So I'll swap over there right now. Fallout 76 is now under maintenance on all platforms and apply an update. Huh. This is a weird time of day to be doing this. Oh, did Big Ben leave already? Sorry, I was checking out these updates for Bethesda. So that is legit. They're updating their servers because of what I'm talking about. They're getting so many new players in, they probably have to put in some new servers. Well, eat your food if you open a restaurant in the USA. Oh, well, I'm a big eater. I'm known to be I am the eating man, dude. Yeah, so more than likely, yes. But depends. I have allergies when it comes to certain seafood. But anything that isn't seafood, no problem. Although I don't seem to have any problem with certain types, like, I don't think crab cakes, I don't think I've had problem with crab. I have never had any problem with clams or oysters, and I've never had any problem with scallops. So oddly enough, it's like whitefish that could kill me. Where most people, if they have problems with shellfish. I'm the opposite. So it's really strange. I've had really bad food poisoning 6 times from fish-related stuff. One time it was a slab of tuna I got at a new Japanese restaurant that a girlfriend brought me to on my birthday, of all things, and it damn near killed me. It was raw tuna, so never again. Now, it could have been that they did not have the quality of chefs that you probably employ, so that probably had something to do with it, but I was too young and stupid to sue anybody. I probably should have sued the hell out of them. And when I say it damn near killed me, I'm not kidding either. I got this strange constitution, though, when I was younger. I could live through anything, but I wouldn't let anybody take me to the hospital, but probably should have. But I was back up and around in less than 24 hours. I mean, I don't know. I was crazy when I was... My constitution's always been pretty strong, but now that I'm older, I have to be much more careful. But that's a crazy story because... So, in a nutshell, without getting into a lot of the grim details, I felt like my body was on fire and like somebody had poured acid into my veins. And I knew something was coming because I got the cold sweats beating on my forehead, and then all of a sudden I started just throwing up like crazy. And then the pain started. But I was living with a dwarf, believe it or not, at the time, who was working at Disney World. I was living in Orlando. And I was a musician then. I was playing in rock bands and stuff, and I was playing in a couple of bands that were featured out there by Disney, believe it or not. Anyway, long story short, so I'm just dying. I tell my girl to go wake up my roommate, who was a legitimate dwarf. Because I knew he knew all kinds of... Because the thing when you have dwarfism, you have... Typically, they know all kinds of stuff about pressure points and massage therapy and all kinds of stuff, because they have to deal with all kinds of physical problems themselves. And he basically saved me because he came in and he massaged out my calf muscles first, and it basically, we just kind of pushed the poison through my system faster, and then I threw up some more, and then I was all right. But man, whew, till he got in there and did that, I thought I was gonna die. I'm not sure exactly why it came to my brain. Maybe God beamed it into my head to tell my girlfriend to do that, but oh, thank God that my roommate was there, so. I could eat lobster, but I'm not a big lobster fan. I'm more of a steak guy. I'm more of a turf guy. Big pork and steak and chicken and turkey eater and all that. But yeah, I mean, I've had lobster a couple times, but I'm not like my father and a lot of other people that I've known who are like, ooh, lobster. Because it was really available, of course. I was raised in Florida, so there was lobster restaurants all over the place. But I could care less, really. I wonder how long this is going to take. I'm going to try to keep monitoring this thing. Refreshing the old Twitter here. We could just be down for the count here, maybe. Chili lobster. I've heard of chili lobster. So do you make it really spicy, or what? I love chili. That probably would be pretty cool. I'd probably be more tempted to try chili lobster than just regular lobster. You sell more than 1,000 lobster each day. Wow. But you must have a big business going, Bear. That's a lot of lobster. I love spicy food. I can handle the hottest stuff. The only people who can compete with me when it comes to spices is probably somebody like born in Mexico or something. But I'm half Sicilian, so apparently it's in my genes. I just didn't know it for a while. But it makes sense though, because my father could. He's the one that got me on the spicy foods too, so. And Sicilian food is the spicier version of Italian typically. Most people don't know that, but if you ever go to a Sicilian restaurant, that's going to be the difference that'll be notable. That's why I love garlic. I love garlic. Put garlic on just about everything. Well, spicy level you have. Yeah, just although there is some I think I got trolled by some cook at I think it was a Thai restaurant. I don't know. They gave me something that had my nose running like crazy. I think they did something on purpose to mess with my food when I asked for the hot stuff. Do you know what that might have been? Because it really agitated me. Basically, just made my nose run like crazy. It wasn't like I couldn't eat the food, but it was like I was getting really irritated because my nose wouldn't stop running. So they put something in my food that was messing with me. I think they were playing a trick on me. That was years ago in Austin, Texas. I remember that. I'll never forget that. Because I was with a girl and I was like, really? Dragon's breath. Ooh, okay. I like the dragons. So they don't even give any kind of estimate here on how long this is going to take. Some studio followed me. Wonder-filled? What's this? Science fantasy role-playing game. Oh, it looks like a tabletop. Giant Lands by James M. Ward. Oh, wow. Okay, I know that name. It almost looks like a Fallout type thing. Interesting. You gotta go? They put Bird Eye Chi. Is that what they gave me? All right, Barry. Well, thanks for hanging. Sorry that I had to take the stream down from Fallout for a while, but Bethesda's doing some kind of update, everybody, so caught me off guard. I had no idea that was coming, and they didn't warn me when I logged in. What in... looking at the old Twitter here, and know I stay off of social media. Well, I don't have Fallout 4 ready to go because I don't want to get into that whole debacle. They updated Fallout 4 and broke a whole ton of mods from what I hear. So the odds of me getting frustrated with that game all over again after my history with the hard drive failures that killed all my mods and things like that, I'm glad I avoided that. So, one of the reasons I wanted to jump into Fallout 76 again is a little more straightforward, even though I am modding it a little bit, but the modding you could do for 76 is limited. Okay, Bethesda. Oh, no time estimates here on how long 76 will be down. Back in the day when I was working IT, we would have done this update at a more sensible time of day, like, you know, after midnight or something, or very early morning. They would have had some engineers stay late or come in early or something. So this is, they don't care that they're inconveniencing a whole bunch of people right now, I guess. Oh well. Their success is what it is. They're making so much extra money from selling so many new copies of their games because of the TV show that I guess they don't have a choice but to make some moves. So I can understand that, I guess. Just with some warning. Some warning when I logged in would have been nice. We don't all read social media every day, especially me. I try to stay away from it more than not nowadays. So the only reason I know anything's happening is because I went to Twitter now to look. Here we are. Don't AFK at workshops. True. So for anybody who's new to Fallout 76, you can claim workshops at various points in the game world in West Virginia. But if you do, you open yourself up to PvP. So keep that in mind. And there are a lot of people running around the game that will kill you just for funsies, I guess. And there are huge level differences in the game. The good news is at least they got rid of a lot of the legacy weaponry that used to be completely cheated. So maybe you'll actually get a fair fight. But if you go AFK, you'll come back and you'll probably be dead. And your shop will be claimed by somebody else. So don't go AFK when you're getting that copper and iron and stuff out of your claimed spawners. A pretty funny tweet here I just came across. Looking for updates. Nothing. Well, let's see. What are my choices here? I really was in the mood to play 76, so I might end up having to just call it and come back, or we can wait it out. See if I can at least find an update. Bethesda. Status portal. Okay. Oh, let's see. What does this tell me? Status.bethesda.net. Fallout 76 maintenance. I'll put this into my Fallout 76 related tools, I guess. At least give us some kind of a time frame. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Why no heads up for it yesterday or today? Why no announcement in the top right-hand box beforehand? How hard can it be to give players a little heads up? Thank you. I don't live on social media anymore. A heads up in the game itself would have been nice. You interrupted my stream. Just saying. Oh, there you go. At least I said my piece. $20 gig update. I hope that's just a troll. Oh my gosh, it is getting a damn physical update. For real? Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it, kids. Looks like they've got a big physical update coming out at some point today for Fallout 76. Plus, I don't know what they're doing with the servers. Let me check it one more time. Maintenance. Okay. Yeah. I'll try to come back later. We'll do this again. I don't know what. Maybe I'll just call it episode 7 again because, I mean, or maybe we'll call it 7.5 or 7.1 or something like that because we barely got started here. But this is kind of silly. Apologies. They didn't give us any heads up. Well, at least not in game. They gave us a heads up, I suppose, if I was following X all day long or hung out in Discord this morning or something, but I don't, so. And I'm not the only one. Hundreds of people complaining. Hopefully this update will be worth it. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you again real soon.